Now vector subtraction. Yesterday I started, but today once again you see vector subtraction. So vector subtraction is just like the vector addition. It's clear. Means we will do this as vector addition method. It is clear. We will follow it by using vector addition method. Now see here. Suppose we have to find vector A minus vector B. Vector A minus vector B. So we can write it as vector A plus negative vector B. It's clear. Means how will you find the resultant of vector A minus vector B? So that can be found by determining the resultant of vector A and negative vector B. It's clear. Now see here. So how will you do this? So as you know that what is the meaning of negative vector B? Negative vector B means its magnitude is same as vector B, but the direction is opposite to the vector B. Magnitude is same, direction is opposite. Now see here. Suppose this is the vector A. Now you turn off the audio, Nivedita. This is the vector A. Now from the head of the vector A, you draw the vector B. From its head, what is head here? This is the head and this is the tail. From here you draw the vector B. So this is the vector B. I have taken any arbitrary length, vector B. What will be its negative? So its negative will be in the opposite direction and will be of same length. Now see here, you draw the negative of vector B. It is of same length but in opposite direction. You can see. This is representing negative of vector B. So how will you find the resultant of this and this? Who can tell?
By joining the
tail of A with the
A vector with head of B vector minus B vector.
Yes, very good. By joining tail of vector A to the head of negative vector B. Clear? This will be the resultant of these two vectors. Means what is vector R here? Vector R equals to vector A and negative vector B ka resultant. It is clear. Means vector A minus vector B. Have you understood this thing? How will you find out it? You measure its length as you have done in the vector addition. You measure its length, convert according to the scale. How will you express the direction? So direction can be expressed by measuring this angle. Direction can be expressed by measuring this angle. By measuring this angle, you can express the direction. It is clear? So this way you can determine the subtraction of, means what will be the result of, we will not say resultant. It is clear. It is the resultant of these two vectors. It is clear, but here it is not resultant. Resultant means always in vector addition. So vector A minus vector B can be represented in magnitude by this way. In magnitude as well as direction by this way. Its length you measure, convert according to the scale, you will get the vector A minus vector B. By measuring this angle, you can find the direction. Whether it is clear? This I told yesterday.
Yes, sir.
So this is the one way of determining vector A minus vector B, which you have done as vector addition method. Now there is another method. It's clear. You can see here. Here we will draw both the vectors from the same point. Both the vectors from the same point. Suppose this is the vector A and this is the vector B. This is vector B. Vector B and this is vector A. What will be its resultant? What will be vector A minus vector B? What will be vector A minus vector B? Resultant you can find by completing the parallelogram and then this diagonal. It is clear. What will be the resultant of these two? Vector A plus vector B. It can be found by completing the parallelogram and this diagonal will represent the resultant. But here you have to find this. So what will be vector A minus vector B? So it will be represented in magnitude by this side. Represented in magnitude by third enclosing side of the triangle. It will represent vector A minus vector B. It is clear. What will be the direction? How will you find the direction? Vector A minus vector B, direction will be from B के head से A के head की ओर. B के head से A के head की ओर. B का head क्या है? ये है. A का head क्या है? ये है. This will represent vector A minus vector B in magnitude as well as in the direction. Whether it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ये भी एक तरीका है which is not given in your book. All of you remember this. In this, both the vectors have been drawn from the same point. You can see here, this is the vector B. How will you find vector B minus vector A? So vector B minus vector A will be represented by this third enclosing side of the triangle. And what will be the direction? Who can tell? Who can tell? From
Vector B to
A
vector A.
के So A का head is this, B का head is this, direction will be this. Means this will be vector B minus vector A. So what can you say about the magnitude of this and this? इन दोनों के magnitude में क्या relation है? Who can tell? Who can tell? They are equal. Because the same third enclosing side is representing vector A minus vector B or vector B minus vector A in magnitude. But the direction is opposite in both the cases. Direction is opposite. It is clear? So their magnitudes are equal. But if you see in the vector form, then you will find vector A minus vector B is negative of vector B minus vector A, which is very clear from the simple mathematics. You know that you can write just in this way. It is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are the
Yes, sir.
geometrical procedures of determining the vector A minus vector B. Now there is one mathematical procedure is also given. Analytical method is also given. As you know that if you have to determine the resultant of vector A and vector B which are acting at an angle theta, what will be theta angle here? You must remember that theta will be this. This will be the angle theta here. It is clear. Now, when you will do the same thing by law of parallelogram of vector addition, then what will be theta? As already I have told that theta is angle between both the vectors measured in anti-clockwise direction. So this is the theta. It is clear. What is the formula of the magnitude of resultant? That you know, A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. What will be the direction of the resultant? So see here, this is the resultant. Resultant means you know vector A plus vector B. Yes. So see here, direction will be so by this angle, and what is the formula? Who can tell? Tan alpha equals to B sin theta
Theta A
upon
plus B cos theta.
B cos theta. It is clear. Now in the vector subtraction, suppose you have to find vector A minus vector B. So how do you evaluate? By determining the resultant of these two vectors. By determining the resultant of these two vectors. Now what is the magnitude of vector A? That you know it will be equal to A. Now Sneha Sharma, are you hearing to me? Sneha. Om Kakkad. Yes. Om Kakkad. क्या ऑडियो नहीं पहुंच रहा क्या? ये लोग अनिवार्य.
Yes, sir.
What is the magnitude of this vector? इस वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड क्या होगा? अभी जस्ट हमने 5 मिनट्स पहले बताया.
Sir,
Yes, you answer. This is open to all.
B.
It will be B. Very good. अभी हमने बताया negative vector B means having same magnitude as the vector B, but the direction is opposite. Now see here, what will be the angle between vector A and negative vector B? Here you have taken angle between vector A and vector B as theta. What will be the angle between vector A and negative vector B? So it will be 180 minus theta. It will be 180 minus theta. And why it will be 180 minus theta? You can see here, when you will draw this angle will be 180 minus theta. It is clear? So now you use the formula because you are determining this by determining the resultant of these two vectors. जिनके बीच का एंगल कितना है? ये है. जिनका मैग्नीट्यूड क्या है? एक का A है, दूसरे का B है. So you substitute. So what will happen? There will be no change except in place of theta, there will be 180 minus theta. In place of theta, there will be 180 minus theta. So what will be the resultant? E square plus B square plus 2AB cos 180 minus theta. जब हमने ट्रिग्नोमेट्री बताई थी, सब लोग याद होना चाहिए, what will be cos 180 minus theta. So
Minus
cos
cos
180
theta.
yes, very good, minus cos theta. So it will be equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. It's clear? Now tan alpha. What will be tan alpha? So it will be B sine 180 minus theta upon A plus
B cos.
C cos 180 minus theta. So you can see here B sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. Sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. And this just we have seen minus cos theta. So A minus B cos theta. So we can do this way. It is clear? Whether it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Now after
Yes, sir.
next topic, vector resolution. सब लोग जरा बुक में देख लें, हम देख के बताते हैं. Examples I will do after resolution of vector resolution. Yes. Now see here. अभी तक तो हम क्या कर रहे थे? ऐड कर रहे थे ना. रिजोल्यूशन मतलब क्या करेंगे? अब स्प्लिट करेंगे. अभी तक तो हमने इसको क्या किया? दोनों को ऐड कर दिया ना, मिलके ये हो गया. अब क्या करेंगे? इन दोनों को स्प्लिट कर देंगे, अलग अलग कर देंगे. इट्स क्लियर? मीन्स हियर यू हैव सीन vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equal to vector R. It is clear? Means the resultant of these three is equal to vector R. Now what does it mean? That also I have explained once. You can see here. Suppose this is a body which is lying on the ground, and these are the suppose force vectors. These are the force vectors. Force is a vector quantity. One force is acting this way. Another force is acting this way. That you can see vector P. And third force is acting, suppose this way. It's clear? You find out its velocity. Suppose it acquires a velocity of V. Velocity means speed as well as direction. It acquires velocity V. Let their resultant of these three vectors. Let the resultant of these vectors is acting in this direction. It is acting in this direction. Resultant is R. Let the resultant of these vectors is acting in this direction. It's clear? This is the resultant of these three vectors, this. Now if you replace this, if you replace all the three by this single vector, means instead of applying these three forces, you apply this much force in this direction. What will happen? You will find that the body will acquire the same velocity as it has acquired when these forces were acting. मतलब बॉडी की वेलोसिटी वही होगी इस सिंगल फोर्स को लगाने में जो बॉडी की वेलोसिटी थी जब ये फोर्स एक्ट कर रहे थे. इट इज क्लियर. मीन्स व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस? मीन्स द टुगेदर इफेक्ट ऑफ दीज थ्री वेक्टर्स इज इक्वल टू दिस वेक्टर. इन तीनों वेक्टर्स का मिला के जो टोटल इफेक्ट है वो इस वेक्टर, ये वेक्टर जितना इफेक्ट प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है उसके बराबर है. इट्स क्लियर. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड द रिजल्टेंट. नाउ सी हियर व्हाट इज रिजोल्यूशन. इफ वी कैन स्प्लिट ए वेक्टर into two or more components such that the combined effect of those splitted parts is same as this vector which has been split, then they are called the component of this vector. Suppose हमने इस वेक्टर को चार कंपोनेंट्स में स्प्लिट कर दिया सच दैट कि वेक्टर ए प्लस वेक्टर बी प्लस वेक्टर सी प्लस वेक्टर डी इज सेम एज वेक्टर आर. इन चारों का मिलके इफेक्ट वही है जो वेक्टर आर का है. सो व्हाट विल यू से? वी विल कॉल दिस एज कंपोनेंट ऑफ वेक्टर आर. इट इज क्लियर. They are called the component of vector R. Whether it is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Here it must be clear that in sabhi ka combined effect in magnitude as well as in direction is same as vector R. Now see here. Suppose this is a vector A and this is the vector B. What will be the resultant of these two? So resultant will be this. Resultant will be this. It is clear. This will be the result. अब देख लो. What will you say here? Here we can say that the resultant of vector A and vector B is vector R. Or we can say the component of vectors are vector A and vector B. Vector A and vector B are components of vector R in these directions. इन डायरेक्शंस में R के कंपोनेंट क्या है? A और B है. Now there is a geometrical procedure of determining components. And what is that geometrical procedure? You can see. Suppose this is a line L and here there is a vector PQ. ये वेक्टर PQ है. हमने दो लेटर से रिप्रेजेंट किया वेक्टर PQ. What will be the component of vector PQ along the line L? Component of this along the line L क्या करे? जो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है, जो एंड पॉइंट है, वहां से लाइन एल पर परपेंडिकुलर ड्रा कर दे. वहां से लाइन एल पर परपेंडिकुलर ड्रा. So this will be the component. This is called component of vector PQ along line L. Component of vector PQ along the line L. Geometrically, you can find this way. It is clear? Now you can see here. Here, what will be the component of suppose this is the line and this is a vector xy. Vector yx. Vector yx. Now what will be its component, and it is perpendicular to the line. Here it is making 90-degree angle with the line. How will you find its component along this line? इस line के along component कैसे find out करेंगे? So see here, what will be the component? अगर हम देखें, ये यहां से y से जो परपेंडिकुलर डाला वो यहां पर आके पड़ा. Now you draw the perpendicular from x. It is also coinciding with the same point. What will you say? You will say that vector xy don't have any component along line L. Yeah, vector xy has a component of 0 length along the line L. Vector yx has a component of 0 length along line L. It's clear? So this is the about the component, but in component we will see the rectangular component. We will focus ourselves over the rectangular component. मतलब कैसे कंपोनेंट? ये ऐसे कंपोनेंट जो रेक्टेंगल फॉर्म करते हो, ये ऐसे कंपोनेंट विच आर फॉर्मिंग द रेक्टेंगल. एक कंपोनेंट ये है, दूसरा कंपोनेंट ये दोनों मिलके क्या फॉर्म कर रहे हैं? रेक्टेंगल. व्हाट विल बी देयर angle between these two?
90 degree.
90 degree.
Rectangular component means those components जिनके बीच का एंगल 90 डिग्री हो. जैसे यहां देखें, यहां पर ये दो कंपोनेंट है वेक्टर ए और वेक्टर बी के, पर इनके बीच का एंगल 90 नहीं है. इट्स क्लियर? इन दोनों का कंबाइंड इफेक्ट मिलके वेक्टर आर के बराबर है, बट दीज आर नॉट द रेक्टेंगुलर कंपोनेंट. We will see the rectangular component. It's clear? Now all of you see here, this rectangular component is very important. First we will see in 2 dimensions. Rectangular component in 2D. और जो 2D में करेंगे उसी आइडिया को आगे 3D के लिए प्रोपोगेट करेंगे. Suppose these are the 2 axes, one is x-axis and another is y-axis. This is origin. अभी हमने ज्योमेट्रिकल मेथड बताया ही है कि कंपोनेंट कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं. Suppose this is the vector A. This is vector A. What will be the resultant of, what will be the component of this vector along x-axis? Geometrically find out. हमको
Both
क्या
the
फाइंड आउट करना है? ज्योमेट्रिकली, मतलब इसका कितना बड़ा कंपोनेंट इस डायरेक्शन में है. सो दैट आई हैव टोल्ड दैट from the starting point, from the end point, you draw the perpendicular on x-axis. So you can see here when you will draw the perpendicular, ये तो यहीं पड़ जाएगा ओरिजिन पर ही, पर यहां से जब ड्रा करेंगे तो ये परपेंडिकुलर ये पड़ा जाके ऐसे मीन्स वेक्टर ए का कितना बड़ा कंपोनेंट इस डायरेक्शन में है, इतना बड़ा. इसको हमने डिनोट कर दिया वेक्टर ए. वेदर इट इज क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अब हमको इसका कंपोनेंट फाइंड आउट करना है अलोंग वाई डायरेक्शन. तो देख लो द सेम प्रोसीजर from the initial and final point of vector A, draw the perpendicular on here. तो ये तो यहीं पड़ गया and here means if you see this is the y component of vector A. It's clear. This is the y component of vector A. Now, if you apply the parallelogram law of vector addition, so you know that vector Ax plus vector Ay, it will be represented by this diagonal, that is vector A, that you know. It is clear. अब देखो इन दोनों कंपोनेंट की खासियत क्या है. खासियत क्या है? इनके बीच का एंगल कितना है?
90 degree.
और 90 डिग्री होने के कारण क्या नई चीज वो हो जाती है कि ये एक दूसरे के इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाते हैं. ये एक दूसरे के इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाते हैं. इट इज क्लियर. Means vector Ax don't have any effect in vector Ay in the direction of vector Ay. Just now you have seen vector xy don't have any effect, don't have any component along the line. It's clear. Therefore these two components are independent. They are independent to each other. And their combined effect is same as the vector A. It is clear. Their combined effect is same as the vector A. So we can write vector A equals to vector Ax plus vector Ay. Now see here, as we know that the unit vector along x-axis, it is represented by which symbol? It is represented by I cap. Yes, I have told. Earlier I have told that unit vector along x-axis is represented by I cap. And what is the formula of unit vector? Unit vector A equals to vector A upon modulus of that vector. So all of you see here, what is the meaning of this thing? अगर किसी डायरेक्शन में हमको यूनिट वेक्टर फाइंड आउट करना है, सो उस डायरेक्शन में कोई भी वेक्टर ले ले, उस डायरेक्शन में कोई भी वेक्टर ले ले और उसको उसके मैग्नीट्यूड से डिवाइड कर दे, we will get unit vector in that direction. अब जैसे हमको x एक्सिस में यूनिट वेक्टर फाइंड आउट करना, तो x एक्सिस में हमने कोई भी वेक्टर ले लिया तो हमको अवेलेबल वेक्टर कौन सा है, इसको डिवाइड कर दें किससे, इसके मैग्नीट्यूड से. मैग्नीट्यूड फाइंड आउट करने के लिए या तो मॉडुलस लगा दें या क्या है एरो हटा दें. It will be equal to the unit vector in this direction, which is unit vector I. So we can write vector Ax equals to unit vector I into Ax. Similarly, vector Ay, it is equal to unit vector J into Ay. It's clear? So when you will substitute here, what will you get? You will get vector A equals to I cap into Ax plus J cap into Ay. And what does it mean? Means वेक्टर ए का x डायरेक्शन में कंपोनेंट ax, वेक्टर ए का y डायरेक्शन में कंपोनेंट ay. Suppose it is written vector a equals to 2i plus 3j, means vector a is having 2 unit component along x axis and 3 unit component along y axis. So let me mark the attendance. Today I am ending here. From here I will begin on Monday. हम लोग जाएंगे नहीं अभी अटेंडेंस पार.